point is what I want to talk about in this clip. In this I'm going live. I'm not going live for nothing. I'm going to show you this powerful point. It's a powerful point in that this is the most well-known point in scientific literature. Like, there's been more scientific studies done on this point than all the other 360 acupressure points on the body. This point is 3 finger widths. You can see that. Oh, can you see that my fingertip dissected the point? So if you take your hands and take 3 fingers and take the edge of this finger and mesh it up with this line, which is your wrist crease. There we go. You'll find that, and then you make a line right in the center of that line. Center of that line? Yeah, between this bone and that bone, right dead center, is the acupressure point that's known as the inner gate. Wow. You can help your inner self with this acupressure point. How? By pressing it. How long? For 2 minutes. Both sides? Yes. Go ahead and do the other side. Great. Okay, go into the points slowly. You just jam your fingers in there, it doesn't work as well. It can actually be even traumatic. Why hurt yourself when you don't have to? Okay, so this is on an acupressure or an acupuncture chart. This point right here will be labeled P, as in pericardium, 6. The pericardium is the organ in traditional Chinese medicine that surrounds the heart and protects it. So if your heart is broken, or if you are anxious because you're dealing with grief, this is going to be a helpful point for you to press. The acupressure is very, very effective and useful. Now I'll tell you other uses for this point. This P6 point, you don't have to know the number of the point. You know where it's located. You need to press. Look, I've got my fingers on the other side. I'm showing you how. It's really easy. You just apply firm pressure. How firm? Depends upon your body. If your body's really sensitive and you don't need that much pressure to really connect, to feel like, oh yeah, that's really connecting with me. And everybody's sense of connection's different. We're all wired differently. It's just the way we are. So some people need deep pressure, some people need just light touch, depending upon their sensitivity, their body build, whether they exercise or not, and all those kinds of things. So the amount of pressure really varies from person to person. This point is most well known for relieving nausea. When you have an upset stomach, press this point. I remember when I went into a sporting goods shop and there was a woman over the counter. I needed some kind of a ball or some kind of equipment. And I looked at her and I said, "Are you okay? She said, "I just don't feel good." And the way she said it, I knew it was in her tummy. And I said, is it your stomach? And she said, yeah. I said, look, I know I do acupressure, but and I could show you a point and I could do it on you if it's okay. I mean, if it's the right time. I asked her permission because here I am, a stranger. So I said, look, give me both of your hands. And I went into it slowly and held it for a minute and a half. It'd be good if I could have held it for 2 minutes, but I thought, enough is enough. I mean, her boss might be there or whatever. I wanted to be sensitive to the situation. Always, when you press into the points, always release slowly. You're going to get better results this way. A lot of times you go, oh, I did it. Now, release slowly and hold it lightly. What that does is it seals the point. I'm giving you my tricks. This is what will enable you to really get tremendous benefit. As much benefit as a needle. Yeah, they needle this point. They acupuncturists. I respect acupuncture as much as I do acupressure. And believe me, I love acupressure. I've been doing acupressure for 48 years. And I just can't tell you how much it means to me, for my body, for working on myself, for working my family and my friends. When my parents were alive, I'd work on them, and they would just, it's such a blessing to know where to go, what to press for certain common ailments, and much more than that. Please stay tuned with me. I'm mostly focused on my students that have committed themselves to the online training programs. And every week I'll give them another video and explain very specifics. And I use 3 cameras and all that. Right here, I'm in my home, and I got my little laptop, and I'm just talking to us little chickens. Anyways, I hope that you learned something. The inner gate point, by the way, if you have anxiety, this is one of the points to press. Breathe slowly, evenly, and deeply. This is called the inner gate. It benefits your inner self. If your inner self is in doubt, if your inner self is in turmoil, if your inner self is depressed, use this point, and yes, use it on both sides. My name is Michael, and I love to teach acupressure. And I hope that someday I want to be honest with you, I hope someday you'll actually take one of my courses online so you can learn acupressure at home. And you love harmony and beauty, and blessings to you. And I hope that that you can study with me at some point if you feel drawn to it.